Y'all, y'all, y'all ready for this? Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Sports. My name is Rev Trev, and we are talking about the Super Bowl coming up. Oh my goodness, we've been waiting all year. This is gonna be a fun video. I've got my Chiefs hat on, my Eagles jersey on. Let's talk about this massive matchup. Listen, both teams are 14-3. These are the two premier teams. The number one offense going out against the number two offense. Like, this is, man, they're going to collide. This is a great Super Bowl. I mean, they're in the number one seeds on both sides. This is something that is really, really incredible. Now, we're going to jump a little bit back and forth, and I want to get into my predictions. But before I do that, please hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate all those who've been watching my videos. The last two videos of predictions have blown up, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, let's dive in to the divisional round, or no, the AFC Championship, NFC Championship, and then we're going to get into the predictions, okay? All right, so let's talk about the NFC Championship game, and the Eagles absolutely destroyed the 49ers. Now, nobody saw what was going to happen there, and you had known that I had predicted the Eagles to win this game, but when Brock Purdy went down early, it was over. Like, let's be honest. Like, we're talking Josh Johnson. Who? I've never even heard of this guy. And he's the fourth string quarterback coming in. I mean, you were stacked with Trey Lance, and you had Jimmy G with all that experience, and then all of a sudden he goes down, and you're like, oh, the season's over. No, Brock Purdy, the best story of the season, and he goes down with an injury, and it's actually a significant, decent injury here. So they just could not pass the ball. The only person that scored was McCaffrey. It was a domination. We're talking 31-7 domination. Eagles were flying and singing, and it was incredible to watch. And so, does that translate that they're going to win the Super Bowl? Well, we're going to find out, but let's talk about the AFC Championship game first. So the big matchup is Bengals versus Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead. Bengals won last year by 3. And this game didn't disappoint. It was back and forth. We didn't know that Patrick Mahomes was going to be able to be as mobile as he was. He was impressive, literally on one leg doing his thing. And the Bengals came to play as well. Struggled a little bit. And I know Bengals fans, you want to complain about that, the officiating. And I think that you have definite case to complain about the officiating, but the one you can't complain about, listen to me, and I know that you're biased, okay, so I get it, but you can't complain about the last play where he pushed Mahomes out of bounds, and they're saying, oh, he should be embarrassed of himself, he was a flopper. No, you know what, Mahomes is going to be remembered as playing on one leg and winning the AFC Championship game, going to a Super Bowl. That's what he's going to be remembered for. What no one's talking about is the Chiefs' defense. And that's one of the things that I really want to talk about is I'm going with, that I thought, okay, the Bengals are going to win because the defense was going to play well enough. Well, they didn't. I mean, they did play well enough, but I did not think Kansas City was going to get to Burrow that many times. They were disruptive, and if they play like that, they're going to win the Super Bowl. Listen, this is a team that is loaded with veterans. So, okay, all right. So who's going to win the Super Bowl? Well, I'll tell you a couple keys of the game. I just think that if the Kansas City Chiefs can, like, obviously Mahomes is going to be even more healthy. If he can play through the whole game, of course, it's not going to be a Purdy situation again. I think they got an incredible chance, especially if their defense shows up like they did against Cincinnati. I'm really optimistic that they can show up and they could win this. So it's not that I'm picking them yet, but I just want to say, like, those factors, and then not having Tyreek Hill, everyone was worried about it, but he spreads the ball around to everyone, and then I know that the Eagles defense will try to stop Kelsey, but you can't stop Kelsey. He's elite of elite. He might be the greatest tight end of all time, and so you got to be able to slow him down, or you're going to lose this game. Now, let's talk about those Eagles. Like last week, Jalen Hurts, he didn't even score a passing touchdown. Like they were running the ball down the 49ers' throats, and that's the thing. The 49ers had the best rush defense in the NFL, and it was like, it's over. Like, that's how good they're at rushing the ball. That O-line is spectacular. Then you add A.J. Brown to it. Then you add Devontae Smith. Then you add Dallas Goedert to it. And just like, this is going to be a heavyweight battle. So the question is, okay, Rev Trev, get to it. Who's going to win this? I'm going with the Eagles. The Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl this year, and I'm going with my head, not my heart. I just think that run game's too difficult. I don't think the Kansas City defense is going to be able to play like they did against the Bengals, against that O-line of the Eagles. I do think that Jalen Hurts ends up throwing a passing touchdown, and I think that he gets MVP. And then the Eagles' defense is just too strong. And we got to remember that defense wins championships. Defense wins championships, and that's the biggest difference here. But I could see a scenario where the Chiefs win it, but I'm going 34-27 Philadelphia over Kansas City. And I appreciate you supporting this, but just wait 1 second. But if you're watching the Super Bowl with me, I'm cheering for the Kansas City Chiefs. Listen, and you're saying, why would you be cheering for them? You've just picked the Eagles. Because I love watching Patrick Mahomes. This guy is special. He's elite. He's next level. I want him to win another Super Bowl. I want the legacy, the myth of Mahomes to go higher and higher. I want him to work his magic on that field. He's just an assassin out there. And I just love watching him. Just that whole team, that whole dynamic. I love that Andy Reid could beat the Eagles and said, hey, you should have kept me. And I agree, you should have kept him. That was absolutely awful. You let him go. He was a great coach and still is. And so I'm pulling for the Chiefs, but I'm picking the Eagles to win. What do you think? I want to know. Post the score, the winner in the comments, and I'd love to hear that, what you think. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. And of course, let's go Chiefs Kingdom. Let's go. I don't even know what to say because I'm a Packers fan. I always say go Pack.
Y'all ready for this?